Massive rain proposal. Introduction. The massive rain concept is a new look into aerial firefighting, designed absolutely to protect lives, property and infrastructure from the most frightening, recurring menace, catastrophic forest fires. For several years I've been working in how to control extreme bushfires and keep this menace away from our homes. Not to extinguish them, but to control. Ideal conditions for catastrophic fires are becoming frequently worldwide. Spain, Greece, Russia, Australia, USA, to mention a few. Total destructions and billions in damages, and we're still using the same systems and hardware which badly keeps failing us. The world's financial reality cannot afford catastrophes, and yet with just a fraction of all current cost in commercial aerial firefighting hardware, we can better protect ourselves as follows. The proposal. Do you know unmodified Army's aircraft are by chance the biggest, most effective fire bombers ever made? Unmodified C-5 Galaxy transporters are capable to lift 125,000 litres. C-17's Globemasters 76,000 litres. Chinooks from 9,000 to 15,000 litres. Water availability and logistic constraints are the limit. Actually, we've got the hardware. In short, my aim is to provide the one thing that we all pray for when fires are out of control and travel towards our homes: a massive rain. Only 3,000 litres of water at the right place. Picture this: 8 C5 can lift 1 million litre per trip, a whopping 48 million litres of water a day. To control catastrophic fires, not to extinguish them, just to keep this recurring menace away from our homes. Current situation defies comprehension. The ABC Australia reported the National Aerial Firefighting Centre Australia finance for states and territories expended in Victoria in 2009 $10 million usage. For one Ericsson crane with a lifting capacity of 6 to 7,500 litres, but just one Chinook can lift from 9,000 to 15,000 litres. That summer we lost 173 Australian lives, 7 townships totally destroyed. Current nonsense. Armed Forces Aircraft's mandate includes helping communities worldwide, but aren't allowed to fight our fires. Officially, firefighting is not a core activity, but current aerial firefighters are old refurbished aircrafts, superseded airliners and small helicopters proven powerless against relative large fires. Sadly, once commercial fire bombers fail, the last desperate choice is to send the armed forces in. Absolutely unprepared, they will do their best as usual with what happens to be useful for the task, like slow mechanised earth-moving equipment, shovels and personnel. But by then the fire is out of control. Perhaps 48 million litres of rain in the next 24 hours may keep the fires away from our homes. However, the sad irony being, as opposed to send hundreds, we only need a select few personnel and their magnificent hardware, which could save lives, property and infrastructure. Undeniable facts. Army transporters are designed to fly hostile terrains. Since the 60s are truly powerful, more agile, can fly lower, slower, land, take off almost anywhere, ferry almost any load, a revolutionary and convenient rear door. All that entitles to the ideal water bombers features. Actually, Army transporters are by design the mightiest and best water bombers and never been used. Commercial fire bombers are no match against large fires, mainly due to their old technology, low lifting capacity and a rigid design which is to fly cheap and fast from A to B within friendly skies. For example, the T338, DC-10, 747 are too fast. 747 atomised the water. The Ericsson crane, the water tank and impeller are too close. All that produces large water dispersion. Thus, aircrafts refurbished as water bombers are inefficient and have been proven incapable to control extreme fires, let alone defeat them. Do not confuse commercial aerial firefighters with Army transporters and helicopters due to their superior design, which are absolutely the most efficient aerial firefighters available. Army's C-130 Hercules transporters fitted with Modular Airborne Firefighting System (MAFS) requires compressed air to suppress water waves and eject the water. The heavy ancillary equipment pressure vessels, compressors, generators, battery bank and logic for aircraft stability is a double whack, almost halves the water lifting capacity, plus by atomising the water becomes less efficient against the fires. C-130 Hercules lift almost 20,000 litres, but it's reduced down to 11,000 litres. If the water is ejected by inertia, gravity, slow, low altitude, at the wind direction, the maximum water efficiency against fires can be achieved, which is within Army transporter design. The system. Armies are ready 24/7. Note, extreme dry weather happens every 4 to 7 years, and extreme dry weather is forecasted for this summer. On extreme heat wave, which is normally precede extreme fires, we need some aircrafts on standby. If a fire breaks out on extreme heatwave conditions, just a few unmodified Army's aircraft are dispatched to airports closer to the fires before the fire becomes a raging inferno. At the airports, local volunteers, emergency services, fire engines and water hydrants have novel water tanks and download devices ready to be wheeled into transporters or sling lifted by Chinooks. Our novel water tanks are mobile, modular, waveless, interlock facility and interconnectable. Tanks are wheeled in, form a large tank inside and are secured as a normal load. Transporters before ground zero slow down, minimum altitude and attack in the wind direction. On cue, a sudden and powerful acceleration thrusts the water out gradually by inertia and gravity. Chinooks infrared detect and attack hotspot left by the last transporter. Next transporter restarts the cycle. Therefore, keeping fires away from populated areas becomes feasible and in fact winnable. The clip shows a commercial aircraft pour impact against fires at Colorado, June 2012, and display a tough design with extraordinary capabilities of transporters. Without doubt, the ideal features for fire bombing, and for that reason capable to keep extreme fires away from our homes. The C-10, it's flying high, fast and against the wind, reducing droplet size. Dispersed water evaporates easily, becoming less effective against fires. Transporters are designed to fly low, slow, a rear door away from the turbulence, all that maintains large drop size, thus more effective against fires. Independent opinions. From France, the professor Dominique Legendary from the Mechanic Fluid Institute, Toulouse, France, came across my website and contacted me, and after some mutual cooperation, he gives me his expert opinion. My opinion is that your project is very interesting and really pertinent, since I am also convinced that Army transporters can be very useful for firefighting, have some real advantages. They are powerful, agile and can land almost anywhere. Australian Department of Defence official opinion. The Massive Rain project is conceivable but needs the political will to change the current regulations. Your help will be appreciated. Defence Department needs the government's green light to test this proposal. I will appreciate if you let me respond to your questions before consulting the experts, please. They normally use past experience or what is readily available. They rarely look outside the square to the extent the National Aerial Firefighting Centre Australia's opinion is large aircrafts aren't efficient. Confusing. The rigid, fast, economic and light design of commercial planes with Army's transporters' warlike design, versatile, fast, powerful, tough, agile and a rear door capable to download efficiently at low speed, low altitude, absolutely the ideal water bomber by design. Could you give us the benefit of the doubt and contact me Better still, your local representatives.